Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am the special captain of the DHS Independent Shuttle Enterprise. Tom Nelson, District Clerk, Flight Commander, Flight Engineer, Pilot, Co-Pilot, British Airways, Airbus 380N. I am the special captain of the DHS Independent Enterprise. Tom Nelson, District Clerk, Starship Enterprise, Flight Commander, Flight Engineer, Pilot, Co-Pilot, British Airways, Airbus 380. I feel a little better today. I feel this afternoon, I feel some hope. I feel a little better. I suffer from a bipolar disorder. I had it since a long time. Um, I have almost 1,500 items in my websites. I had the websites for 27 years. And first time I ever buy, I bought three retractable banner recently, and I bought two books recently. Today I got Ernomara. This is from Vistaprint. This is this is Ernomara. This is the first day I met her. It was violent experience. My whole ground under my feet moved, literally moved. It turned. It's like swirled around my feet. And every time I go visit her, she would start running wild in the whole place. And I had relationship, a romantic relationship with her for 12 years. This is Ermara, and she used to wear really fancy lace stockings, leather miniskirt. She used to dress like a prostitute to the therapy all the time. And I would give her a gift. Every time I see her, I give her a gift. I give her triplet rings, cell phone, sari, everything, plates. I bring her everything, every week for 12 years. I had a relationship. She called a soulmate. I would say she was my soulmate for a long time. I was the happiest time of my life. And this book has 60 pages. I can't show you everything, but I can show you some pictures. On the back, I can show you. Yes, this is from Vistaprint. Vistaprint. I buy everything from Vistaprint. I'm a long-time customer. This is photo book by Vistaprint. I highly recommend this company. And this is our this photo book. There in this, I feel a lot better. I feel better now. I don't know if I'm going to do NASA announcement tomorrow. If I feel up to it, I'll do it. But I don't know what's my future like. I'm going to try to work out something with Mary. This woman saved my life. She worked on me for a long time. Every time I go to therapy, she used to tell me, I want to save your life. I want to save your life. I don't want you to be in a situation where you're like in an institution or a jail. She literally saved my life. She showed me everything. I was a real knucklehead, fresh out of when she was fresh out of Hunter College, and I was no man ever told her that they love her. And I was the first man to tell her, and she fell in love with me. It was love at first sight, and I was her first love, my first true love. And she used to stay up night crying for me. And she used to tell me that she used to cry for me every day. And It's a long story. But I married Marie. Married Marie, my true love, Marie Renzi. I think three or four of the most beautiful girls, my Katya Kana, Marie Renzi, and Erin. Erin is one of the prettiest women in the whole universe. And I think the fairest woman is the Elisa Sabu. She's the fairest woman of all time. And my wife is very beautiful. And Erin is very pretty and very beautiful. Very beautiful. She got the most reddish hair. She's Irish. Most reddish hair on the whole planet. Whole planet. She got red hair. Fiery red hair. She was born in Cape May, New Jersey. I suffer from depression and I hit rock bottom all the time. Loneliness and depression like crazy.
Move over, Einstein. It doesn't take a genius to understand personal loans.
As for forgiveness, I believe life of my sins arose from the dead, terrifying with sins and vices to come into my heart and my life. If I have ever intentionally or unintentionally hurt anyone, we ask for forgiveness. We believe you died for my sins. If we hurt anybody unintentionally or intentionally or hurt anyone, we ask for forgiveness. Health is the most important thing. Without health, you cannot live. To love somebody, to trust somebody, to be in love with somebody, romantically in love with somebody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How can I help you today?
Good afternoon. This is Thomas and Jessica of Starship Enterprise. Yes, Enterprise.
Good afternoon, Thomas and Jessica from Statue of Enterprise. How can I assist you?
I am the captain of the Space Shuttle Enterprise, DSS Enterprise. Thomas and Jessica, Flight Commander, Flight Engineer, British Airways.
That's fascinating. How can I help you, Captain?
Describe in complete detail of the Russian space agency Roscosmos.
There is no known fictional universe called Cnsa Cosmos. The search results point to Ciroc vodka cocktails, like the Cosmopolitan, and discussions about fictional wealthy characters in various other sci-fi and fantasy stories.
This is Tom Nelson, Jesse Cook. Describe in complete detail.
Hello, Tom Nelson and Jesse Cook. How can I help you both?
Can you describe the Russian space program?
The Russian space program is run by the state corporation Roscosmos, which originated from the pioneering Soviet space program. Key components in history include historical firsts. The Soviet program achieved the first satellite, Sputnik 1, in 1957, the first human in space, Yuri Gagarin, in 1961, the first space station, Salyut 1, and the long-term Mir space station. Current activities. Roscosmos is a major partner on the International Space Station, ISS, providing crucial modules and using the reliable Soyuz spacecraft for crew and Progress for cargo. It also operates its own GLONASS navigation satellite system. Launch facilities. Roscosmos uses the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan and the Vostochny Cosmodrome in the Russian Far East. Future plans. Current efforts focus on building an independent Russian orbital station and executing the Luna Glob series of moon orbiters and landers. Would you like more detail on a specific mission, spacecraft like Soyuz, or the history of the Soviet program?
Yes, please.
The Soyuz spacecraft is the longest operating human space vehicle in service since the 1960s. It is comprised of three main modules. 1. Orbital module, acts as the living quarters in space, discarded before re-entry. 2. Descent module, re-entry capsule, the only part to return to Earth, carrying up to 3 crew members. It lands via parachute on the steppes of Kazakhstan. 3. Service module, contains the propulsion, power, solar panels, and life support systems, discarded before re-entry. The Soyuz spacecraft serves as primary crew ferry and lifeboat for the International Space Station, ISS.
describe complete detail of Russian mission to International Space Station, rocket launch, astronaut to the space station. It describe all the space launches, how they carry cargo and astronaut to the space
ഇന്ത്യയും
station.
റഷ്യയും തമ്മിൽ വളരെ പഴക്കമുള്ളതും ശക്തവുമായ ബന്ധമാണുള്ളത്. ഇത് 2010 മുതൽ പ്രത്യേകവും വിശേഷാധികാരമുള്ളതുമായ തന്ത്രപരമായ പങ്കാളിത്തം എന്ന നിലയിലേക്ക് ഉയർത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. പ്രധാന സഹകരണ മേഖലകൾ: പ്രതിരോധം. ഇന്ത്യയുടെ സൈനിക പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമുകളിൽ 50%-ത്തിലധികം റഷ്യൻ ഉൽപ്പാദിതമാണ്. S-400 മിസൈൽ പ്രതിരോധ സംവിധാനം, ബ്രഹ്മോസ് ക്രൂയിസ് മിസൈൽ പദ്ധതി എന്നിവയുൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള ആയുധങ്ങൾ റഷ്യ പ്രധാന വിതരണക്കാരാണ്. വാണിജ്യവും സാമ്പത്തികവും. ഉഭയകക്ഷി വ്യാപാരം വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കാൻ ഇരു രാജ്യങ്ങളും ലക്ഷ്യമിടുന്നു. എണ്ണ, വാതകം, ആണവോർജം, ഫാർമസ്യൂട്ടിക്കൽസ് എന്നിവ പ്രധാന മേഖലകളാണ്. ഊർജം. കൂടംകുളം ആണവ നിലയം ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള ആണവോർജ സഹകരണം നിലവിലുണ്ട്. ബഹിരാകാശം. ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ഗഗൻയാൻ ദൗത്യം ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള ബഹിരാകാശ ഗവേഷണ പദ്ധതികളിൽ സഹകരണമുണ്ട്. ചരിത്രപരമായ പിന്തുണ. ശീതയുദ്ധകാലത്തും 1971 ഇന്ത്യ പാക് യുദ്ധത്തിലും സോവിയറ്റ് യൂണിയൻ ഇന്ത്യയെ ശക്തമായി പിന്തുണച്ചിരുന്നു. ഇരു രാജ്യങ്ങളും UN, ബ്രിക്സ്, SCO പോലുള്ള ബഹുരാഷ്ട്ര വേദികളിൽ അടുത്ത ബന്ധം പുലർത്തുന്നു.
Speak English, please.
Certainly. I can speak English. How may I help you now?
Can you describe complete detailed Chinese space program?
The Chinese space program, run by the China National Space Administration, CNSA, has become one of the most active globally, achieving significant milestones and setting ambitious future goals. Key achievements and programs: human spaceflight. Through the China Manned Space Program, China became the third country, after the US and Russia, to achieve independent human spaceflight in 2003 with the Shenzhou spacecraft. Space Station. China successfully completed the assembly of its own multi-module space station, Tiangong, Heavenly Palace, in low Earth orbit in 2022. Lunar Exploration, Chang'e Program. China is a leader in lunar exploration. Chang'e 4 made the first ever soft landing on the far side of the moon in 2019. Chang'e 5 successfully brought lunar samples back to Earth in 2020. Planetary Exploration, Tianwen Program. The TIANWEN-1 mission successfully orbited, landed a lander, and deployed the Zhurong rover on Mars in 2021. Navigation. China operates the Beidou Navigation Satellite System, BDS, its independent global navigation system. Launch vehicles. The program relies on the powerful Long March rocket family launched from 4 spaceports: Jiuquan, Taiwan, Jichang, and Wenchang. Future objectives. China has a long-term plan to become a world leader in space by 2050. Key future goals include manned lunar missions, planning to send astronauts to the moon before 2030. Lunar Research Station, constructing an International Lunar Research Station, ILRS, initially uncrewed with partners. Deep Space, missions to collect samples from near-Earth asteroids, TIANWEN-2, return samples from Mars, TIANWEN-3, and a planned mission to the Jupiter system, TIANWEN-4. Space Science, focusing on cutting-edge research in microgravity, space life sciences, dark matter, and gravitational waves.
Describe in complete details of Japanese space program.
The Japanese space program, led by JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, is globally recognized for its scientific and technological exploration, but has historically had incomplete details compared to the US and Russian programs in certain areas. Key aspects often considered less developed or incomplete relative to other major powers include independent human spaceflight. Japan has not independently launched astronauts and relies on international partners like the US and Russia for crew transport. Military space autonomy. Although JAXA is becoming more involved in security-related assets like the Quasi-Zenith Satellite System, QZSS, its military space program is still subject to certain historical and legal constraints compared to China or the US. Commercial launch market. While developing the H-3 launch vehicle to be competitive, Japan's domestic commercial space sector has been slower to grow than those in the US and Europe. However, Japan excels in robotic exploration and scientific missions, with successes like the Hayabusa asteroid sample returns, the Kibo module on the ISS, and the recent SLIM lunar precision landing.
Describe complete detailed Indian space program.
The Indian Space Program, led by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, focuses on using space technology for national development and advanced scientific exploration. Key achievements. Lunar. India became the first country to land near the moon's south pole, Chandrayaan-3 2023, and discovered water molecules on the moon, Chandrayaan-1 2008. Interplanetary. India was the first Asian nation to reach Mars orbit, Mars Orbiter Mission, Mangalyaan 2013. Launch capabilities. Operates the reliable PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle for smaller payloads, and the LVM-3, Launch Vehicle Mark III, for heavier satellites and future human missions. Services. Maintains large satellite constellations like INSAT, Telecom/Meteorology, and IRS, Remote Sensing, and the NAVIC, Navigation with Indian Constellation Regional Navigation System. Future goals. Human spaceflight. The Gaganyaan mission aims to send Indian astronauts to space by 2027. Solar exploration. Aditya L1 is India's first dedicated mission to study the sun from a halo orbit around the L1 point. Space station. Plans for an Indian space station by 2035 and a crewed moon landing by 2040. Would you like details on a specific mission like Chandrayaan-3 or the Gaganyaan program?
Yes, please.
I can provide details on the Chandrayaan-3 moon mission and the upcoming Gaganyaan human spaceflight program. 1. Chandrayaan-3 moon mission. Objective: to successfully demonstrate soft landing and roving capabilities on the lunar surface. Result: India became the first nation to land near the moon's south pole on August 23, 2023. Components: it consisted of the Vikram lander and the small Pragyan rover. Science: the lander and rover carried instruments to study lunar soil, seismicity, plasma, and thermal properties for 1 lunar day, 14 Earth days. Launch vehicle: the heavy-lift LVM-3 rocket. Dalawa, Gaganyaan Human Spaceflight Program. Objective: to demonstrate India's indigenous human spaceflight capability by sending a crew to low Earth orbit, LEO, and safely bringing them back. Mission profile. Planned: send a crew of 2 or 3 astronauts to an orbit of 400 kilometers for a 3 to 7 day mission. Launch vehicle: the human-rated version of the LVM-3 rocket, called HLVM-3. Safety focus: crucial technologies include the crew escape system for emergencies, and a specialized crew module for safe re-entry and landing in the sea. Timeline: the first crewed mission is currently scheduled for 2027, following multiple uncrewed test flights. Would you like more information on the astronauts selected for Gaganyaan, or the scientific findings of Chandrayaan-3?
Yes, please.
Here are the complete details on both. Chandrayaan. 3 scientific findings. The mission's instruments made groundbreaking discoveries near the moon's south pole. Sulfur detection. The Pragyan rover unambiguously confirmed the presence of sulfur in the lunar surface via in situ, on-site measurement. It also detected aluminum, calcium, iron, chromium, titanium, manganese, and oxygen. Temperature variation. The CHAS-TE instrument measured a massive, unexpected temperature gradient on the surface, reaching up to 70 to the power of Circ-C on the topsoil, and dropping sharply to around -10 to the power of Circ-C just 80 millimeters below. Plasma measurement. The Rhomba LP payload measured the near-surface plasma, ion and electron density over the South Pole, finding it to be sparse and highly variable. Seismic activity. The ILSA instrument recorded a seismic event, likely a moonquake, which aids in understanding the structure of the lunar crust and mantle. Gaganyaan astronauts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the names of the 4 Indian Air Force test pilots selected as astronaut designates for the Gaganyaan mission. 1. Group Captain Prashanth Balakrishnan Nair. 2. Group Captain Ajit Krishnan. 3. Group Captain Angad Pratap. 4. Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla. They underwent extensive training in Russia and are currently preparing for the maiden human spaceflight mission, which aims to launch a crew of 3 into low Earth orbit by 2027.
Finally, I've been held up, but I need an explanation, complete explanation of European Space Agency.
The European Space Agency, ESA, is an intergovernmental organization dedicated to shaping Europe's space capabilities, promoting peaceful cooperation, and ensuring investment in space benefits global citizens. Key facts and programs. Formation. Founded in 1975 with headquarters in Paris, France, it currently has 22 member states. Purpose. To coordinate financial and intellectual resources across Europe for space research and technology, allowing for large-scale projects beyond any single nation's scope. Core activities. Launch vehicles. Development and operation of rockets like the Ariane and Vega. ensuring Europe's autonomous access to space. Earth observation, missions like Copernicus/Sentinel and Earth Explorer to monitor climate change and the environment. Space science, leading deep space exploration missions like JUICE, Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, Bepi-Colombo, Mercury, and the ExoMars program. Navigation, developed and maintains the Galileo Global Satellite Navigation System. Human spaceflight, provides European astronauts and essential hardware, like the Columbus Module and Automated Transfer Vehicle ATV, for the International Space Station ISS, and is a key partner in the Artemis lunar program. Would you like details on a specific ESA mission, like JUICE or Galileo?
Yes, please.
The two prominent programs are the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, JUICE, and the Galileo Navigation System. 1. Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, JUICE. Mission, ESA's first large-class mission to the outer solar system, launched in April 2023. Goal, investigate Jupiter and its three largest icy moons, Ganymede, Callisto, and Europa, to determine if they could harbor subsurface liquid water oceans and support life. Timeline, it will arrive at Jupiter in 2031 after an 8-year cruise, performing multiple flybys of the moons before entering orbit around Ganymede in the final phase. Significance, Ganymede is the primary target as it is the only moon in the solar system with its own magnetic field. 2. Galileo Navigation System. Function, Europe's own global navigation satellite system, GNSS, providing accurate and reliable positioning and timing information globally. Control, unlike US GPS or Russian GLONASS, Galileo is the only global system under civilian control. Accuracy, it offers high precision, generally providing positioning accuracy down to the meter range, better than standard GPS. Status, it has been providing initial services since 2016 and is fully funded and owned by the European Union. Can I get more details on another specific ESA program like the Ariane rocket family or the Copernicus Earth observation program?
Yes, please.
Certainly. Would you like to know more about the Ariane rocket family or the Copernicus Earth observation program?
Yes.
I can describe the Ariane rocket family and the Copernicus Earth observation program. 1. Ariane rocket family. Purpose. Ariane is a series of European expendable launch vehicles designed to provide Europe with autonomous access to space, primarily for launching commercial and institutional satellites. Operator. The commercial launches are managed by the company Arianespace. Launch site. All Ariane rockets launch from the Guiana Space Center in Kourou, French Guiana, which benefits from its proximity to the equator. Evolution. The family evolved from the original Ariane 1, launched 1979, to the highly reliable heavy-lift Ariane 5, retired in 2023, and the new generation Ariane 6, which is designed to be more flexible and cost-competitive for commercial missions. 2. Copernicus Earth Observation Program. Purpose. Copernicus is the European Union's Earth Observation Program, managed in partnership with ESA, providing full, free, and open access to vast amounts of global data. Data source. The program relies on a dedicated fleet of satellites called Sentinels, Sentinel-1 through Sentinel-6, supplemented by data from other missions. Services. It delivers information in 6 thematic areas: land, marine, atmosphere, climate change, emergency management, and security, used for everything from tracking pollution and managing urban areas to predicting floods. Would you like to explore another aspect of the European Space Agency?
This is Captain Tom Nelson, District of Starship Enterprise. Thank you. Outstanding job. Genesis Gemini Al, you are excellent, phenomenal, fantastic, best of the best, absolute best explanation of all.
You're welcome, Captain Tom Nelson of the Statue of Enterprise. I'm glad I could assist.
Thank you. Bye for now.
Goodbye. Have a great day.
My little miracle is Beckett. You look great. A month after his.
Should these glasses be illegal in the US? Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends.
Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? Never should I call your name when you're playing or making me blue. Don't you worry about everything that you meant, the way you left me. I'm so lonely when you're in my love. Why should I keep loving you when you're not true? Never should I call your name when you're away or making me blue. Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? Never should I call your name when you're away or making me blue. Don't you remember that you left the way you left me? I was so lonely when you were my love. Why should I keep loving you when you're not true? Why should I call your name when you're away or making me blue? Why should I call your name when you're away or making me blue?
Walmart's top brand gift surprised every last who.
Walmart has Tony's?
And espresso?
You happy that I wish you all the best. Your happiness that matters most of all. But it is always your one that cannot satisfy. Happy day before the dance can come on.